One of the greatest things you will ever see is Sunny Hostin from The View getting totally destroyed on live television by John Fetterman because she was mad at him for voting to reopen the government.
Senator Bernie Sanders said the vote was a horrific mistake. Governor Gavin Newsom called it pathetic and a surrender. Poll after poll found more Americans on both sides of the aisle blaming Republicans. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene blamed the GOP. As you mentioned, Democrats had big wins last week, so you had momentum. Why give in now? Why bring a butter knife to a gunfight? Are you willing to gamble that the GOP will negotiate on health care in good faith once the government reopens? Because if that gamble is wrong, 500,000 Pennsylvanians that you represent, their health care costs will skyrocket if you are wrong. And I believe you are wrong.
Well, first of all, MTG is quite literally the last person in America that I'm going to take advice or to get their kinds of my leadership and values from. And now if Democrats are celebrating crazy pants like that, then that's on them. And now I don't need a lecture. I don't need a lecture from whether it's Bernie or the governor in California, because they are representing very deep blue kinds of populations, and a lot of those things were part of the extreme. And now remember, what really needs to win, the big win, is involving my state,
Pennsylvania, which is a swing state, which Donald Trump won, which is always in play, which is one of the 6 states that decides who's going to be the next president. So John Fetterman, who I might remind you is still recovering from a stroke, is telling Sunny, hey, Gavin Newsom, Bernie Sanders, those people, they're about as blue as it can get. In my state, we have 2 parties, and I have to represent both of them.
Got to forget some of the things that cost us that election, or now for me, it's like, that's why I'm trying to remind people that kinds of the extremism, we can't return to those kind of things and realize we need to find a way forward.